Okay, my friends, we are going to talk about this. This is in the space station. There's also in the Anomaly where you can buy backpack upgrades. Most frustrating thing for me was when you start a new save is not having room for anything. Space full, backpack full. Your little ship that you got doesn't have any space in it. You don't have a freighter yet. You don't have a lot of money. So these start at, I think they're like 5,000 units. So they're not real expensive. So you can do the first few like that. But I'm going to show you how to do it today, where there's two different paths to get them done at no cost other than materials. So I'm going to show you how to do this. This is how I do it. When I started a new save for the endurance, this is what I did. First thing I focused on, because I've already done the story. I've started 3 saves, so I've already done the story, so I wasn't really concerned about it. But if you're first time doing it, do the story. Just do the story. Build you a little base on the planet. Do the little overseer guy, the construction overseer, and go through that. It's going to take you longer to get to the point where I'm going to talk about. If you haven't ever done the story, just do it that way. Once you get to the Geo Bay, where you've got the exocraft mechanic in your base, he will unlock that for you. But even if you want to do the story and you want to just get the backpack maxed out and your cargo maxed out early game, so you can be like me, hoard everything, this is what you need to do. Now, you can buy them here. I have bought them when they're cheap. They're like the 5,000 unit ones, but whenever you first get started, money is tight. So what you need to do is buy the materials to repair the drop pods on the planet. So I'm going to show you how to do that. It's real simple. You just keep the Antimatter nanotubes, and I believe it was cobalt, in your inventory whenever you go do these. I'll show it you. We'll go do it so you can actually see how to repair them. But the key is, how do you get the roamer geobay? That is the key. No matter how you do it, which path you take, if you go the story way and you get the exocraft mechanic, and he, if you want to do it that way, that's awesome. I would suggest it your first save. But if you wanted to jump a little bit ahead and you have the Anomaly unlocked, go to the Anomaly. Here, we're going to show you here. Go to the Anomaly. Go to this station that you use the Salvage Data at. Of course, I don't have any because I've got everything unlocked. But bring you about 20 or 30 of them, because you got to unlock, other construction things too. But bring you about 20, 30, 40, 100, whatever you want to bring, but unlock this. I think it's like 10, something like that. This is key. If you get this and this, so you unlock that, you go down here and unlock this. So you're going to need uranium, unstable plasma, tritium, which is easy, to make this on a planet. So your first planet that you're on, you're going to build this on that planet, and then you're going to keep the materials to build this wherever you go with you. So how it works is, if this is built somewhere and you've got all the upgrades in it, and that's another thing you need to do, you need to make sure that you got all the upgrades, at least for the scanner. You don't need all the upgrades, you don't need everything, just the scanner. But what this allows you to do, and you can buy 80 uranium, is this allows you to call this in no matter what planet you're on. But I would just do this on your starter planet, and you don't even need this. But this is just really, really handy for calling in this anywhere in the universe. So you just build this, place it on the ground on any planet, and then you can summon your GeoBay as long as you built this somewhere. This has to be built somewhere, no matter what planet it is. Okay, so let's back up a little bit. There's the place you want to go. That's the one to do that. Now, what I would suggest is making sure, because you've got to have the scanner. So there's only three things you actually need. But you see how once you unlock this, it might already be unlocked whenever you come to this guy. But this is what you want to unlock, and you can unlock all three of them if you've got the nanites to do it. If you don't, just unlock the signal booster for the exocraft. You don't have to do this one yet. I'm going to have another video on how useful this is. This thing is just unbelievably useful. But just unlock the first one. So if you have to unlock that, it won't be very much. I mean, a few nanites and you've got it. If you just turn in some things downstairs, you know, some data and some things like that to the guys on the right side, you'll have enough nanites to unlock this. So that's the key. You have to have the signal booster. Now you see what it takes to make it. Microprocessor, chromatic material, easy. These are easy. These are easy. So gold you get from asteroids. So I would make all three of them. If it was me, I would make all three of these and put it on your exocraft. So build you a little base, you know, your first base. Everybody does it. Build your little first base. Come up here. Either get your exocraft mechanic and let him go through the quest line, or unlock this and just this. Let the quest line unlock all of this if you want to play the quest line. Just these two. And this is just if you want to do this off your main planet. But you can also just do this and do all I'm going to show you on your main planet. Okay. Got it? We got everything covered. And this is just for the backpack to unlock every single slot, so it looks like this, and the cargo like this. This is what I do. I mean, everybody does it different. I don't have to, but I carry every single element that I run into that I know gets used. This makes glass. You know what I mean? I don't have to do this. You know, I could have a lot more space for stuff, but once you get going, you don't do as much mining anyway. You know, so you need the cargo space once you've got a freighter and everything. So to do this is what I'm going to show you today. Unlock all of these. Everything. All of these. Everything. And that's what I'm going to show you how to do today. And I'm going to show you how to do it for free. So just by unlocking those things I just showed you, which are not free, of course, you got to dig up the salvage data and you got to have a few nanites. That's all it's going to cost you. So I do this when I start the save. I go in, as soon as I get the anomaly unlocked, I come and I bring some salvage data. I get that, and then you can get nanites. If you don't know, you can get nanites from these three guys here. So this guy will give you nanites for data that you turn in, which I don't have any for him because I just did it not too long ago. This one here will do the same, or you can give him living pearls, but he doesn't give you very much. Let me show you here. So transmit milestone data. Okay, so I gave him that, and he gave me 50 nanites. Okay. And then you can go in here, exchange living pearls. And that was another 57. This guy here will buy food for nanites. So you can give him, well, I only have these two on him. He's going to be nasty. He's like, what? What? I don't want that. So anyway, you got to give him something good, like some of the wheat that you pick or some of the plants that you pick. So that's how you get some nanites without having to do a whole lot of anything. And I have a nanite guide too. There's simple ways, monstrosities, the abandoned buildings. There's all kinds of ways to get it. So let's jump in our ship, and we're going to go to the planet. I'm going to show you both ways. Okay. I would suggest a planet without water, just for the obvious reason. You're going to be driving a little 4x4, so less water you have. They do not like water, especially now. In the beginning it wasn't so bad when they first came out. So this is a moon. It looks like it's a... Oh, wait a minute. There's another thing. We do not want high sentinel activity or aggressive sentinels, because that'll drive you nuts. Yep, aggressive sentinels. Okay, let's find a different planet. What's this one look like here? So I'm not editing this video, I'm just doing it exactly how, from steps. That looks like it's a lot of water. Oh, there you go. It's got plenty of land mass. Before it rendered in, it looked like it was all water. And if this is helpful for you, please leave a like and subscribe. I know you hear that every time somebody does a video, but it really does help. I usually go live every day with streaming. Oh, this is a nice looking planet. Okay, so you can do this with any planet. Now, one thing I would suggest, make sure you have time. Because if you stop and start, it resets everything and makes it harder. So make sure you have time to do this right off the bat. So if this is your planet that you live on, and you already have one of these geobay, the roamer geobay, placed at your base, all you got to do is summons it in. Now you can see I don't have one on this planet, so I can't summons it. And my freighter isn't here, but you won't have a freighter when you're doing this. So what do? Get out of here, go to Z menu, and then none of this will be unlocked for you, but this one, if you bought it, like I said, boom, place it down. Okay, now guess what? Oh, I don't want you. There you go. Now you can summons it in. Okay? That's the key point. That's why I said those two things, unless you're doing it on your own planet. So, get in your roamer. Once it's loaded, hit X or whatever to get your menu, and then go over. Oh yeah, first let's do this. Let's look at the scanner. So here's the scanner and the 3 upgrades. Okay. The 3 just give it more range. See, and that's what you want. You want as much range as you can on your scanner. So that's that. On PC it's X, and then you go to your scanner, and then you click it again, and then you go over to scan for drop pods. Click it and wait. Look, oh, there it is. So you can see it right there. Well, it's kind of hard to see with all these bushes. Let me get out of the way here. There it is. So you can point at it and highlight it. Now, I don't drive 7 minutes, right? You've got a ship. Just call it in. This is going to be hard to land because of all this junk on the ground. Okay, there we go. Call your ship in as soon as you do it. And this is just a rinse and repeat. It is boring as all get out, but you'll max out your backpack at very, very little cost. Whatever nanites and Salvage data. Okay, so look how close it is. 25 seconds. So let's just drive straight there. Fly straight there. Now you can't skip any of this next stuff because I'm not going to go into how these things are generated. These are not there until you do the scan. Then the game generates them for you. Okay. So if you've seen those just empty save places like what's right behind me, see, this is all that was here until I did the scan. Then it popped this up. Okay, so you get here. First thing you want to do is bring this. Just place it right here. And then you go in here and you repair this. So Antimatter, I always make a bunch of these. Antimatter housing, sodium nitrate, and nanotubes. That's easy stuff. Sodium nitrate, you just pick the little sodium plants, put it in your processor, and it makes sodium nitrate. Antimatter, let's see what that is. Antimatter housing. What is it here? I haven't made one so long. There it is. 30 oxygen, 50 ferrite dust. All stuff that you have access to. Even on the planet, there's stuff like that you can get oxygen from. And you can, you just carbon. And then the evil plants that fart on you and try to bite you. There's one right there. They give you oxygen if you can't find any oxygen. But look at it. It's all over the place. There's sodium. Everything you need to unlock this is here. So you just come in here and you repair it and it gives you a slot. What did it cost you? One carbon nanotube, 10 sodium nitrate, and one housing. Is that worth it, or do you want to spend 10, 20, 30,000 for a slot? Okay. Is it time consuming? Yes. And you can also loot this stuff here. I'm going to actually make a save. Oh, and these things give you oxygen as well, I believe. These. Nope, they gave me sodium. So there's all kinds of ways to get the materials you need. There. Okay. And if you need ferrite dust, just grab these. So almost everything you need is right here at the location. So you need ferrite dust if you've got this unlocked. If you don't, just put down a regular refiner. Let me get rid of this stuff here. Make you some ferrite dust. There's boom. Boom. Okay. So when you land here, when you land at this thing, there is enough stuff within 100 U's to be able to get you your slot. Okay. So before you leave, this is key, because if you do this after you leave, it won't work. Before you leave, go back into your unit, click the radar, go to this, and we're going to look for another drop pod. Because if you leave and then do this, it'll bring you right back to this one. Okay, there it is. And jump out of your ship or your roamer, go back to your ship, and let's go. I can't actually fix those because it doesn't make, I don't need them, but at least it shows the recipe for you. But this is what you're going to do. Now, this is going to take you a while, but it's no cost. This is, just what we discussed earlier. Salvage data, a few nanites to buy, unlock. There's the next one, just popped in. See how that works? And this, you can actually give this to the food guy and he will give you nanites for that. So you just come in here, guess what? Same recipe. So you just get you those 3 things. You can even buy them at the station, and rinse and repeat. And stay on the planet. Do not leave the planet when you're doing this. Okay, so what do you do next? Bring this in. You scan again. Boom. Where is it? Oh, there it is. There it is. Okay. So as long as you've accessed it and you keep moving forward, they won't. My problem is I'd use the planetary scanner and it keeps sending me back to them. That's the way it used to do. But I literally unlocked my whole backpack, all these slots on one planet. So there used to be like a limit how many of these you could do, but I literally did it on one planet, all of them. So, and you have to have a planet that is populated and, you know, a species there. So this little details like that. But if you do it this process, you'll be able to unlock every slot at that super duper minimal cost right off the bat. And then you'll be able to have this. Okay? Give me some feedback in the comments. Let me know if you've tried it, how it's working. If you're having any problems, let me know, and I'll be more than glad. I read all my comments, as many as I can, and I will try to help you out. But this is just an alternative to buying them or using, because the drop pod data, it's expensive too. I mean, you buy those data things. I don't know how much they are. I don't have any on me. But those are expensive. They're like 50,000 units or something like that. And then you scan, you know, you put your little scanner down. This, where is it? This, the signal booster, and you put the data in there, blah, blah. I mean, it's a lot of steps. Here you could, boom, 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 assign your slot, and move on. You see how fast that is? So, just as you use them, they'll quit sending you back to it. I don't know if they will send me back to it. You know, I don't have any way of knowing right now. But as you use them up, just make sure you do the scan while you're here and then move on. That's it. That's how I did it this time. Worked perfect. Okay. Please give us a like and share the video. Share it on Twitter, share it wherever you want so your friends can see. But this is one of the most frustrating things that I dealt with, is because I'm a hoarder and I save everything. And so I wanted to fix it as quick as possible. Well, my name is Snake, and you guys have a great one. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.